one spade holdings.
Way less than one SPR. 94 to 140 is enough. What do I do? Queen high. What if he has like ace jack off?
He rips it in and gets snap called from Johan Gilbert.
Yo la famille, aujourd'hui, les plus belles mains que j'ai jouées dans un 200 000 $, un tournoi à 200 000 $ Triton. C'est l'un des tournois les plus chers que j'ai joué dans ma carrière avec le 250 000 des WSOP. Tournoi impressionnant où j'avais 100% de mon action. Je me suis retrouvé dans un coup notamment avec l'un des meilleurs joueurs du monde qui me bluffe alors que j'ai un full house. Je vous laisse voir ça, mettez un pouce bleu parce qu'un vlog comme ça, eh bien, ça nous a coûté beaucoup de le faire. Exactement 200 000.
50-minute clock. We'll be playing 8 levels today, Randy and I. Going to be calling the action for you for the first 4 levels before. Massage at the table kind of guy, Randy?
I am not. Why do you ask?
Go viral.
Go viral?
I recently became a massage at the table.
To like 5 hours straight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
And I'm like, doesn't it hurt after a while or something? I don't know. I like to watch the people on the stream again. To Johan Gilbert. Wow, 4-betting A7 suited. This is a pretty bold play early on level 1. It's annoying to fold jacks, but there's a squeeze and a 4-bet in front of you.
Yeah, and note the positions, Randy. This is under the gun open, +1 flat. Eric 3-betting from the cutoff. Action folding background to Johan, who's clicked it. 4-bet, right, I say clicked it.
That's a big click.
He's 4-bet to 27,000, and all of a sudden, Johan could have been a great spot post-flop to take this down, one would assume.
It's a little bit worrisome, you know? The players put a big 4-bet in front of you from under the gun, going to see a flop, trying to hit a jack that is literally impossible to hit.
He is closing the action in position. First 4-bet pot of the day, 65k in the middle, and well.
A dream flop when you 4-bet A7 suited. You got the flush draw, you got a dry texture. You'd only worried about pocket 10s or some slow played kings occasionally.
Yeah, expect to see Johan come with something in the form of
20 something maybe?
20%, 25% pot.
Very, very small.
Just giving himself plenty of room to navigate turns and rivers.
When he bets this small, he's got a lot of intention of betting big on the turn if he misses. He shouldn't be expecting, and on the turn, we are getting the ace.
There we go. Just in case the spade wasn't get out of jail free card.
Ace, king, ace, queen would call 4-bet and call that tiny bet. You know, if he floated to king, queen, and give him a chance to hang himself.
Yeah, I think the ace-X that come to mind are the ace-king, ace-queen of clubs type holdings, as well as, you know, the ace-kings that you mentioned.
This is the dream river card for the A7, just because in case I was out-kicked, I've got no more worries now. I'm thinking he's going to go small. He's going to hope for the crying calls. Oh, he's actually going big. Wow, he's reaching for chips quickly. Alright, does he want to continue with the 2 jacks? I guess with the bigger sizing, he's like, Gilbert saying, I got the ace or nothing. I wouldn't go with this big sizing if I had queens and kings. So it's quite polarizing.
It's incredibly polarizing.
Yeah.
Eric saying he doesn't think he can fold. Says nice hand. It's going to get shown.
Oh no.
Ça fait plaisir.
1 pro each of the day. First 4 levels. Going to have seeded tables, half pros. Will be a full redraw.
Oh, everyone flopping flushes of the clubs.
Just that easy, eh?
Well, 1,000. I mean, Paul's got a raise now. He's got 5-4 clubs. Oh wow, he just calls here. That is the slowest slow play I've ever seen against the min bet. Okay. Maybe he sees that the min bet treats it as very weak. I'm gonna check.
Unfortunately for Johan, does not improve to 2 pair or better.
Wow, Paul has checked again.
Oh, flat. Why no more milk?
He tried.
No more milk for you.
Tried sliding it on over. It's Jason Kuhn assists J&T find the RFID box. So here we go, level 3 of the day.
And here is Johan Guibert, the VIP, with the Poker Pro hat.
Dude, it throws me off how different the
Walking
columns look on the table.
contradiction.
Tiny.
Best on the 6-6 deuce.
Extra time bank says registration is closed and you will
C-bet this combo 3-way. Overcards out,
Antonius,
which your opponents are very likely to have them.
tournament where they had like a
He
dynamic
checks
flop
back,
flop. So
and
it was like 20 seconds.
drawing stone dead to 8's
you get 10
full.
seconds. You have aces, what you do?
37,000. Sure.
Comes with a large.
On the river. Can't really imagine raising here. In fact, I think actually
One spade holdings.
way less than one SPR. In 94 to 140, it's queen high. Almost certainly has no showdown. Can I bluff Johan out of this pot? What if he has 7s or 5s with a spade? What if he has like ace jack off with the ace of spades?
Well,
Those are
he
all
rips
hands
it in
bluff.
and gets snap called from Johan Guibert, who gets the full double, Kudinov down to just
90 something.
No, you don't
you
cover.
don't-
You
you
have
don't
you have
cover.
like 94 and he has
okay, sorry,
108.
Okay, so I have
94.
or
Yeah,
something.
94.
River, you know,
So
I
take
mean,
over.
pocket eights is just not one of them. Sometimes you just
if you don't have the bankroll to buy in directly. It's that 5K WSOP online main event with the 20 million.
yeah, me too. I played it a little bit after it had already kind of rised and faded in popularity. I tried it out for a little bit.
Calling from a couple of seats over.
It might be a surprise.
By side pot, someone's all in. Maybe you get to realize your equity sum.
Disciplined.
He says nah. Ooh,
It's going to be tough. The ace A3 and with Ali Reza just calling, by the way, could potentially be hitting the showers alongside Kudinov. 164,000 in the middle with just 238 behind.
Curious to see what Johan comes with here. So he decides to bet. Betting here is a little tricky with ace jack because it's not like there's definitely like sizing down here, which he does. Tricky decision for Johan. Ooh.
Not the spot you want to be in on the turn.
I'd like to see either check or a really small bet. Yeah, and I thought maybe he just would go big. And I mean, honestly, this might let Johan get away from his hand. No, he's betting over half.
Main pot's 164, side pot was 74,000.
Oh, yeah.
That's one
But yeah,
third.
but even
big one.
yeah, but
Ace queen of hearts.
it's I think overall, given their stack sizes, sorry,
sure,
it's a pretty large bet. Sorry, and I'm comparing it just to the side pot.
Proves the top two, not needed.
I think actually it's a pretty good spot to check back the ace queen with the hearts. If you're ahead, your opponent might have
2 outs.
two
as we
outs,
saw, yeah.
you know, like, and go for the river bet. Or if you bet turn, you just downsize it big up. Kings to aces. Seth had kings. Phil Nagy had aces with the aces all in pre. And Seth now third in chips. So a little bit of a bad beat there.
Make sure to press that thumbs up button if you're watching over on YouTube. And if you haven't already, don't forget we've got giveaways running over on Twitter and Instagram as well. Helps us reach a much wider audience.
Ace-5 can flop gut shots as well as make straights in a way that Ace-6 can't, which is worth quite a bit of equity on, you know, low flops such as like deuce 3. And the difference in the kicker is irrelevant because usually if, let's say, the 3-better happened to have like ace-5 or ace-4, you end up chopping a lot, and most of the time the 3-better will end up having ace-king or ace-queen, so the difference between ace-king and ace-6 or ace-king and ace-5 in terms of your kicker just literally doesn't matter.
Now after this, it's full redraw random.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to be full redraw random after.
Wow. Min cash means nothing. All the money up top.
I happily take 50.
Well, yeah, but look, 380, 380, 400, 400, 400, 440, 440.
The payout structure, he feels that it is top heavy.
Yeah, you gotta get it.
Which makes a little sense. 5.5, make a little bit of a statement in the first place. And
Seems to be the case.
They made it. And they made it.
Yeah.
5.5.
No,
It is.
It was short deck I wrote for them, man.
How many people in that thing? Can you see?
Yeah, there's a bit more of a jump up, I think, for 3-2-1 in this one. I don't know. It's not that extreme.
I already gave you chips in the spot. I was supposed to take a bunch of chips from you. You're ace-8 suited of hearts. I just folded. Like a coward.
Buddies are 4 and 5.
Some value right there, pal. From the underpair.
That's not a bit. That's not something a businessman would do.
Sosha.
Yeah, he really couldn't get anything going.
She's not a professional
Wow,
player
this
at all.
this looks like a pretty brutal spot for Danny Tang here. I mean, their hands
very sneaky for
right up next to each other.
Yeah.
In fact, 2 pips different. Only the ace-10 between king-10 and jacks. Oh my goodness. Did Johan just fold 2 jacks?
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Is that check raise flop? One would assume. Let's jump back into the action over from the app.
For
Give me 2
65K
before we
into,
go, okay? This one and the next one.
I wonder how many teams are still in. There's probably at least 20.
Okay.
Johan says run it.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Alright, I guess it's gotta be pretty fucking big. Let's take a look.
Ace jack. Ace jack. Pair 5. What do you got? 165? 165.
Tony G with the pre-count. Fan favorite.
Too much.
Johan Gilbert at
It's
risk.
a black chip. It's a black chip.
Is it black chip?
Oh, you put the black one. Okay. I didn't see.
Tony with the pre-count. In great shape to send Johan to the rail.
Good flop.
390 in the middle as the blinds have gone up to 10,000, 25,000. Just needs to fade the jack of the jack of. Just a jack.
GG.
Toute ma vie. Does exactly that, Brian. Tony up to over 900k. And then there were 30.
Bon, j'aurais fini pas si loin des payés. Dommage, je crois 20e, quelque chose comme ça, pour 12 payés. 5 millions de dollars à la gagne, ça fait vibrer ce genre de tournoi. Je suis pas champion Triton, je suis pas champion du monde de poker. Mais lui, il l'est. Il s'appelle Jonathan Pastore. Il est pro sur le site pokerpro.fr. Et en ce moment même, sur la chaîne YouTube Poker Pro, il nous fait l'honneur, gratuitement, de nous offrir cette série de vidéos où il analyse des mains, il analyse des spots, il vérifie le tout dans les solvers. Ces solvers, il vous les montre à l'écran, il vous explique tout ce qu'il fait et pourquoi il le fait, pourquoi il faudrait le faire, donc du théorique. Cette série, elle est sans doute la meilleure série jamais sortie sur un YouTube francophone à propos des stratégies au poker, des stratégies avancées. Donc si tu es déjà plus que débutant, si tu es déjà quelqu'un qui est aguerri aujourd'hui, va voir cette série. On te met la première vidéo de la série ici, c'est gratuit et c'est sur le YouTube de Poker Pro. Enjoy.
3 ans de ça, tu avais fait une radio où je m'étais présenté.
Une libre antenne sur mon.
Une libre antenne, c'est ça.
Ouais.
J'arrêtais pas de spew, en fait, je montais ma bankroll à chaque fois et je redescendais parce que je spew, j'allais jouer trop cher, j'allais jouer des expressos.
Ouais.
Et tu m'avais fait bloquer de limite en me disant partage ton écran, mets ta webcam.
Et je suis allé dans les options, les paramètres du site, parce que sur les sites de poker, vous pouvez bloquer vos limites, en fait, pour vous interdire de jouer certaines limites trop hautes. Et en fait, c'est un truc que j'ai fait toute ma carrière, moi, quand j'étais en montée de limite. Et en fait, même un pro peut le faire, en fait. C'est même conseillé.
Tu m'as fait faire ça, et 3 ans après, j'arrive aux Bahamas et...
Mais ça t'a vraiment servi?
Alors, ça m'a vraiment servi. Alors, il y a plusieurs fois où je me suis débloqué.
Ouais, t'as craqué. Et ça prend 48 heures. Hein. Quand vous craquez, ça prend 48 heures. Vous avez le temps d'y réfléchir quand même.
T'as le temps d'y
réfléchir. Vous avez le temps de pas craquer, de pas cliquer sur le buy-in.
J'ai commencé à crush le.fr. Pas mal gagné. J'ai gagné 75 000 sur un 15 € sur Winamax.
Waouh!
Et après, augmentation de buy-in, tout s'est bien passé. J'ai gagné 2 fois de 10K sur GG, le Super Million.
Ah, quand même. Ouais. C'est des buy-in à 10K, donc tu as gagné 300 à chaque fois?
300 et 330.
Tu as gagné 2 fois?
2 fois.
Elle est loin, putain, ah oui, t'es passé de scootard à j'ai gagné le 10K de GG 2 fois. Je m'attendais pas à ça du tout. Le mec qui vient me voir et tout, je m'attendais pas à ça du tout. J'ai gagné 2 fois le 10K de GG, ah d'accord, ok.
Ça s'est mis à crush.com et tout ça. Donc,
et là, tu joues le PSPC demain?
Et là, je joue le PSPC demain. On est sur le Bika Mystery, tout se passe très bien.
Donc tu joues le PSPC demain à 25K, tu le buy-in de ta poche?
C'est ça.
Shotter les 25K une fois dans l'année avec 1 million de bankroll, ça serait ok. Je suis pas sûr que t'aies 1 million, mais en tout cas, bon, il est millionnaire. T'as joué, t'as 1 million de bankroll?
Ouais.
Et à l'époque, tu m'as appelé?
Profit.
Tu m'as appelé quand?
Je t'ai appelé il y a 3 ans. Il y a 3 ans, j'étais encore dans un magasin de décoration, je travaillais et j'avais même pas 300 de bankroll. Et je montais à chaque fois de bankroll, je montais à 300. Je déposais, je montais 3K, j'allais jouer le High Roller Battle Royale Xtase, on faisait une session à BI 200, mais on n'avait pas le niveau, j'avais aucune connaissance, rien. Et à chaque fois, on retombait, et on remontait, on retombait. Cercle vicieux. Et jusqu'à temps de comprendre le BRM, qu'est-ce que c'est.
Qu'est-ce que tu as fait concrètement comme formation pour progresser?
Je regardais les vidéos.
Les vidéos, ouais.
Des vidéos gratuites.
Et ça t'a permis au début de débloquer un peu?
Ouais. Bah, en fait, j'ai connu le poker, c'est grâce à toi sur YouTube, en fait. C'est pour ça que je voulais venir te voir, c'est parce que c'est toi qui m'as fait connaître le poker. Donc, je tenais à te remercier de m'avoir fait connaître ce jeu qui est,
rappelle-moi le prénom.
Qui est incroyable. Thomas.
Parce que retour au lobby, ça reste dans ma tête.
Thomas,
maintenant ça va rester dans ma tête, ok? Thomas, j'ai hâte de te voir sur des tables comme le PSPC, mais genre dans des gros deep run et qu'on se joue.
Bah, merci.
Avec plaisir.
C'est un plaisir.
Voilà. J'ai hâte que tu me claques des gros bluffs, que tu me claques des gros zero call, que tu me claques des trucs et on va rigoler. Ok?
Bah, merci mec.
Ça fait plaisir Thomas. Bienvenue, welcome.